The autopsy report stated that she died from asphyxia by strangulation. I've been in contact with the funeral home over there to try to get her body released. And as of this press conference, the funeral home over there doesn't have her body because it was undergoing a second autopsy yesterday.
Initially, when I talked to the consulate at the embassy, he told me that Mr. Lovelace was being charged for murder because of the autopsy stating she was of it saying asphyxiation by strangulation. The day that we found out about my sister's death, John had contacted me. He had sent me a Facebook message stating to call him immediately. I spoke to him and he told me my sister and him had gotten in an argument the night before. Or he said that she wanted to kill herself and took a bunch of pills and was taken to the hospital that night. Said that she was having seizures, was out of her head, that she was confused. They let her go that morning. And the next morning, that's when he contacted me by Facebook, and I called him. He said that she was still acting out of her head and wasn't acting right, and he didn't know what to do. And I'm a nurse, so he contacted me. So I told him he needed to get her back to the hospital, or, there's air ambulances that she could be flew back to the States, or there were pharmacies down there that you can get medications like Narcan, which are reversed. We'd gotten off the phone. He sent me a message back saying he didn't feel comfortable dispensing her any medications and was going to call an ambulance. And about 45 minutes later, he said he canceled the ambulance because she was fine. And he said that, she was going to rest. I said, well, you need to make sure she eats and drinks, make sure and wake her up every couple hours. And he said he would do that. I'm going to get her food now. That I would send a message, how's she doing fine, resting, snoring. And then the next message was at 3:49 p.m. and said, sorry, she has passed. I have no words. I was in shock. I called him immediately. I'm thinking, this could be, was it autocorrect that changed the words or something? Nobody wants to receive a text like that. And who could send somebody a text like that? Still had a few text messages later that evening saying that my mom had agreed to cremating the body. He would take care of everything.
When did you talk to Tamra at all during this time?
I asked to talk to her when I had called during the 10 a.m. call, when he said call immediately, and he said, did you hear that? And I said, no, I didn't hear that. And he said, she won't talk to you. So questions, if the autopsy revealed she died at 9 a.m., why am I being told that she was fine, she was resting, and not notified until 3:49 p.m. about her death?
We were told that family members did not need to come to Mexico to have the body released. I signed the appropriate papers, and I would like to also add that John, when I talked to him on the phone, he never did call me after he got the number from Jody. And I called him, and he said that she had passed. And he said the last thing she said to me was that she loved me very much. And then she was gone. And I said to him, John, did you and Tamra ever talk about what she would want to do with her body should she pass away? He just hesitated. And I said, well, one of her sisters mentioned that she would want to be cremated. And he hesitated, and he said, oh, last night she mentioned that she wanted to be cremated. And then I said, are they suspecting any foul play? And we either got disconnected or he hung up. John Lovelace's son, Tyler, called me. He said that his father was innocent, and it's going to come out that he's innocent, and that they've hired legal defense, and that there's a second autopsy that's going to be done. And I really didn't respond to him. I said to him, we just pray that the truth prevail, and I'm praying for your family as well as our family.
John's family, are they working with you guys?
No.
I haven't spoke to any of them. We want to get to the bottom of it. Everybody wants to know what happens to their loved one. You know, even just getting the body back to make it real. I mean,
Just, we want people to know the type of person Tamra was. She was very loving, very caring. She loved animals. She was a very unique person, just very eclectic.